Combat comrades.
Combat comrades.
The combat comrades.
Let's go for that.
I think that's the...
Can't stop addicted to the combat. No one thought Volk was gonna win big. We didn't thought. I don't think we were gonna do that, bro. That was a tough one.
That was a tough one. That was a tougher one.
Tougher gang. Gee.
How we going, boy?
Good, man. We just had fucking UFC Sydney. We're gonna have a National Volk Day, and we're at a lot of the events, man. So it felt like we were
like injecting UFC fight week into our veins.
We were immersed in the UFC Sydney without copping the $2,000 tickets.
Yeah, so John and I basically went to everything that was free, and then skipped on the $2,000 tickets to the event. We've both been to UFC before, so we would have done it if we hadn't popped our cherries. We would have done it.
But it was a good experience, and to anyone, we met a couple of awesome people while we were filming and stuff. If any of you guys are watching, nice to meet you guys. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, 100%. It was sick to get immersed in the community. Australia is on the map because of people like Volk, Robert Whittaker, Ian's actually on the map because of Izzy, Carlos Olberg, all that stuff. But we have been grafting as a community to really get to where we are. And it was absolutely amazing to see the turnouts and just the variety of people.
Exactly, man.
A lot of them were cringe, especially that one guy at the Q&A.
Well, you got those excited teenagers, right?
But he's already getting shredded on Reddit, so I'm not going to jump on.
Not going to kick him while he's down.
Yeah, I'm not going to kick him while he's down. There's head noise there. Anyway.
But yeah, an amazing community just makes you. I think we feel very grateful to have these Aussie fighters, but also like to be Australian and this culture of just being easygoing, chill. Yeah, sometimes you'll throw a jab like, oh, you're French wanker or whatever to Benoit.
But that's all right.
It's all out. Even Diego, right? Diego was there, and he was in enemy territory, and I heard a few boos, but he never got visibly pissed off, right? Like even at some point, like Volk, sing the song. Sing for the guys. Like he's like, give him a good time, bro. So it was man. It just it's good to see the passion.
Bro, all my homies love Diego, man. It's just unfortunate that he had to verse Volk.
Exactly.
Because you're not taking it from our king, brother. You're not doing it. It's not happening. And we said this and we apologize on behalf of Australia. I'm sorry. But you ain't doing it. Anyway. Out with the old, in with the new.
Yes.
Bautista versus Oliveira.
Yes. Let's see.
We've got a few interesting fights on here. A few kind of like Build-A-Bears. Build-A-Bears, exactly. I was trying to find a way to turn that into something else. But like Build-A-Hype.
Yes.
Or Build-A-Fan base type fights. These are one of the cards that a lot of people like, we had those two main events. I'm going to go do something else this weekend. No. These are the cards where these people that you don't necessarily see on the posters, you don't see them on YouTube, or they're not highlighted all the time. These are your chances to get in and actually see some people that, could potentially make some moves in 2026.
Exactly. The first guy that jumps out to me is actually from the prelims. It is Mr. Click Clack Jakub Wicklach. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Click Clack.
I don't know if that's his fighter name, but I would.
I thought you were about to spit some bars. Click Clack Wicklach.
I would petition for that fighter name, but he's the guy who retired Patchy Mix from the UFC.
Oh,
his last.
Hey, goodbye.
Yeah.
Sorry, Patchy lost me a lot of money, so I think that was the last time. that was the last time I bet.
He lost everyone a lot of money.
That was the last time I bet.
But Wicklach, he was a very exciting fighter for me, man, because he had some really nice body kicks. I love a guy who kicks body kicks from the open stance.
Yeah.
There's something sweet about that sound.
It's like poetry.
It's like, and because it's like prime for that when you have that.
Yeah.
So he was doing lots of that to Patchy. And then on the ground, man, Patchy's known as this crazy jiu-jitsu guy, man. Wicklach kept on sweeping him.
Yeah, dude.
Threatened the guillotine and then butterfly sweep. So I'm actually really excited for this kid. But Muin Gafarov, I hear this guy is just a fucking train of a man. Like he walks forward with heavy power. So if you are a practicing martial artist, it's always interesting to see this aggressive style against the Wicklacz is more the stick and move and the slick kind of guy. So I'm very interested to see who's going to get the best. But Wicklacz for me, yeah, they're actually the same age, man. But Muin looks like he could be his dad, bro.
100%.
Have a look at the mugs on these two.
Yeah, no, I have. He definitely looks like he could be his dad. But there is an absolutely disgusting reach advantage for Jacob. It's 184 centimeters, 184.2 centimeters in reach against a 172.7.
Nice. So yeah, we know who's going to do what.
As someone who has had a decent dabble in striking, as a lanky dog, I consider myself quite long. The best way to deal with an aggressive forward pressure train of a man is to stick behind that jab.
Stick it out.
And every time they step in with that range, you make them pay.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see, because we see time and time again these people that have the reach and they don't use it. Like they're not using it to their full extent. They're like, I understand that people want to be the Mike Tyson looping punches, but there's something really effective about setting like your game plan on the base of a crisp, nice jab.
Well, if that's your style, if you have the reach, that's
That's
what
it. You have
should
to.
be doing.
There's just so many people that don't utilize it. I hope he does.
Yeah.
I want to point something out, which is quite funny.
Yep.
Anyone that has listened to this podcast before would know that I have an irrational hatred for people that are on the Google list that don't have a photo. And boy, do I have a doozy. Go down to the bottom.
Yeah, Segula.
You've got no photo and no name.
Yeah, well, she's fighting.
You've got a record and no name.
She's fighting this Brazilian beast called. I think her fighting nickname is like the Zombie Princess. So she's actually.
I actually think I know that chick.
The sad thing is, she's actually fought in the UFC, and this just goes to show. I think we know what's going to happen. The young, attractive Polish fighter with the sleek striking is going to retire the 37-year-old zombie Brazilian.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That makes sense. They've already wiped her from the record.
Exactly.
You've got fucking completely erased from history.
Mark my words, that's what's going to happen. We can clip this.
That's why so you got to mark your words. There's a lot of word marking.
What was the first one?
Quillen.
Oh, yeah, true.
All right. So I want to point out, which I think you could agree with me, we got Nico Price on here.
Yeah, man. I thought he was done, to be honest.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know Nico Price was on here. Whoop, casual. Well, his last fight was 2025 against Jacoby Smith, got submitted in the second round. And he's basically been win-loss, right?
Yeah.
So now sorry, go on.
He's not looking good, man, but he's not. In the embeddeds, it turns out he's got like 6 kids, bro. He's just got mouths to feed.
Yeah, he's got mouths to
feed.
feed.
He's going to feed them by eating fists.
He's going to eat so they can eat.
Yeah, fuck.
But then again, you've got him up against a 36-year-old, so they're both 36. They're the same height. Jacoby. Nico Price has a reach advantage of 193 centimeters to the 188 of Nikolai. But the thing is, with Nico, I feel like it's always like a quick.
Nico or Nikolai?
Nico Price.
Nico Price.
I feel like with Nico, his fights always seem like they're
erratic, man.
Erratic.
Freaking flailing hands.
Yeah, I think it's just the style of fight.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Nico.
I honestly thought he was older, man. When he was 36, like he just looks weathered, and I feel like his fights, he just gets the dog shit.
Yeah, he gets made to look like.
And look at the mug in this profile photo. That looks like a convicted, you know what?
It looks like a sneaky individual.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll
leave it at that.
Yeah. He could play the Hamburglar for sure.
Give me your hamburger. But aside from Nico Price, we've got tough alumni, winner.
I'm very excited for the return of Mr. Donchenko.
Daniil.
That was an insane performance that he did to win that tough thing, and a cool little thing, a caveat, something I've noticed. The new player in the welterweight division, that guy who just choked out Neil Magny, he's got like a 29-1 record from Ukrainian guy.
Yeah,
everyone's very hyped about this guy. They're training together. So
the boxer.
No, he's grappling.
Grappling. Sorry.
So these two guys, these two Ukrainians who are already coming from a tough place, are going to, one specializing in grappling, one specializing in striking, bro, are training with each other. Man, I think Iron is going to sharpen the hell out of Iron.
Yeah.
They're just going to be learning off each other, teaching each other. And he's only 25, man. So 24 even. I think this he's going to have a bright future in front of him. And I feel like this is a bit of a silver platter for him. Alex Morono used to be this durable pressure fighter, man, but
He actually fought Nico Price last year.
yeah.
Fun fact.
And at 30, he's 35 years old, 36 fights and 1 no contest. That is a weathered man. And he's just been getting fucking flatline, man. So I have a feeling they're just kind of giving this thing
Passing the torch.
to Donchenko's like, hey, man, do your thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, an interesting thing about Donchenko is he had his delayed tough finale. It was supposed to be in August of last year. It was actually ended up being in September, and it was against Rodrigo Cezinado, a Brazilian guy. And I watched that tough, and this fucking Brazilian guy, I thought he was going to win. So I picked, that's what the wife, Jazz, the wife and I do at the start of every Ultimate Fighter. We'll watch like 2 episodes and we pick our fighter, and that's it. And
like your Pokemon.
Like Pokemon. Choose your Pokemon. Rodrigo, I picked him. And Alibi, I picked him, the crazy Mongolian looking guy. And I thought Rodrigo was going to wipe the floor, and then Daniil knocked him out. First round. It was the end of the round, but knocked him out.
It was bloody, man. That elbow was
insane.
So he's got the striking, you know, and he's got a guy who's going to walk forward and has been pretty chinny recently. So
yeah, I think exactly what you just described is going to happen. They're going, hey, get this nice little treat and let's get a show in Ukraine.
Exactly.
And now we're moving into the main card.
The main card. Let's do it.
There is a lot of interesting fights. We've got the Jacoby fight.
Yeah.
Julius Walker, vet versus prospect.
Yes, and actually this was a change. So I don't know if you remember this. Dustin Jacoby was actually supposed to fight in Australia last weekend.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. He was supposed to fight Jimmy Cruz. Cruz pulled out, but Dustin Jacoby was still there. You know, because he was who's the peon?
Oh, friggin' Brundage.
Yeah, he was in Brundage's corner.
Who's the peon?
And Julius Walker was actually supposed to fight, I think, Ryan Spann or something, and he pulled out. So this is obviously a step up in competition, but let's talk about all the variables, because this is what I love. Dustin Jacoby has got to still be jet lagged.
He's got to be.
He just flew. He was just here on Sunday, 2 days ago. He just flew over. Now he's cutting weight.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And he's a really great striker. Fights at altitude, so he's got good cardio. But
he's on American Airlines asking like, I can't have these designated meals. I need you to get me some fucking chicken and rice.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, props to him for doing it, right? But you got to.
But no, you're right. That jet lag would be fucked.
Yeah, that's an interesting variable. And how's that going to be his cardio? So yeah, I'm just interested to see how this one goes.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it was
the smartest decision. Is the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, I agree.
From Dustin to fly halfway across the world and then fight that weekend.
Yeah, but imagine the story if he pulls it off.
Oh yeah, he's still got it.
He's still got it. Exactly. I think it's going to be a interesting introduction. Obviously, we've got Julius Walker, who's fought twice. He fought Alonzo Menifield, lost by decision. I don't know if that was because Alonzo kind of fooled us all. We thought like this massive jack unit is going to wipe the forward people. Maybe he was reserved in that fight, lost the decision because of it. But the first 2 fights, he's fought people that are kind of nothing burgers. And now in Dustin Jacoby.
It's a very big step up.
Yeah, it's a very big step up. So this is the opportunity to either get humbled, bitch, or to be like, okay, this guy we can start talking about top 15, kind of, boost him up. But I don't know. It's exciting. Light heavyweight, I think, needs some love.
Yeah.
Which random transition. Bobby Knuckles is allegedly going to light heavyweight.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was struggling that much. He
hates it. He's like, I'm not enjoying it anymore. And
he's already a short, stocky middleweight.
Well, he walks around at 240 apparently. Ooh. So he's cutting to 185 would be fucked.
Yeah.
Heard that on the Ariel Helwani show. I can give him a plug. He's massive. I don't care. But yeah, I actually, coming home from work today, I listened to it. And he's like, yeah, I'm heavily considering moving on.
Okay.
He's like, I can be talked out of it, but I'm like 90% committed
Wow.
to go light heavyweight.
Well, yeah, go have a scrap, see how you feel up there.
Yeah, I think he could translate. And also, he's going to change his style apparently. He's like, there's too much tape on me. He's like,
yeah, you have to.
Everyone knows how to beat me. He's like, so there's going to be some surprises.
Nice.
Which is interesting and exciting.
Evolution.
Anyway, I got us distracted. I think Julius Walker has he's got a tall task, but it's an attainable victory. And I think that it benefits him strongly if he loses to someone like Jacoby. He's got 31 fights.
It's a win-win, actually. Yeah,
it's a win-win. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very interested in the variables.
Yeah.
It's like the story behind it. Yeah, it's always interesting. Like with all the flights and stuff. So
yeah, I agree.
See if he can pull it off.
And then we got freaking
the next one.
Jana Masamoto versus Farid Basharat.
Yeah, so the funny backstory about this guy, Bash a Rat.
Yeah.
He actually comes, because it's always interesting, like, oh, what's the backstory and stuff. He's got a brother fighting on the prelims, Javid Basharat, and the Basharats actually come from a pest extermination family business, dude.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Bash a Rat. So they have gone...
And bash rats forever.
They've gone from bashing rats to bashing fighters.
To bashing Masamotos. Oh, potentially.
Hello, Moto.
Hello, Moto. So you're telling me that if I commit a crime and then someone snitches on me to the police, I'm going to have to go bash a rat.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me.
Actually, I didn't even think about it like that. I thought it was as pest extermination, but it could also be as snitch extermination.
Yeah, snitches get stitches, baby.
So I guess maybe they should expand it to
I tell you what, there's no better pest control company name than Basharat Pest Control. All right. Farid and the whole Basharat family. If you don't win this fight and it seems like it's not going to be good for you to continue fighting, let's talk. Let's get some rats bashed.
We'll get you guys some business.
Yeah. We know people.
But Matsumoto, that's a pretty dope last name as well.
It is.
Because he's one of those... Did you know, like, the whole reason it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is because Japanese, like, moved to Brazil. And there's actually, like, this cool hybrid in Japan who are, like, half Asian looking and half Brazilian looking.
That's the freshest cunts alive.
Yeah. The karate guy, Lyoto Machida.
Yeah.
Lyoto Machida and Jean Matsumoto. He falls. I mean, in the last name, but you have a look at him. He's got that beautiful caramel skin, but he's also got those sleek Asian features, man.
Yeah.
And that's a guy you got to look out for, in my opinion.
Yeah. If you look attractive, but you've got the ears, you're like, get away from me, bro.
But no, actually a very interesting matchup. I haven't seen too much of Basharat's fight, but 14-0. He trains at American Top Team, and he's very like aggressive on the feet and then very good takedowns. But Jean Matsumoto, he's more of that like technical tactician kind of guy, stocky guy, but really nice jiu-jitsu. So this is a very interesting matchup to see if Basharat can just... I don't see him dominating Matsumoto on the ground, but I also see Matsumoto maybe trying too much, playing jiu-jitsu too much, and then kind of losing the fight.
Well, it's funny you say that because Basharat's also got submission wins. So whether or not the caliber's the same, we'll find out. The accolades are different. But I think the beautiful thing about this fight is both of them have won by decision. Both of them have the ability to like rock people, and they have the ability to scrap. So like this is a genuine, as plain as day, an MMA fight. And it's going to be interesting to see because both of them have, you got Matsumoto that's lost once. Mm-hmm. You've got Basharat that has not
Never lost.
So you've got these two.
Low key, this is going to be a freaking insane fight.
Yeah, I think this is one of those, if you don't know, now you know, as red-faced Dana would say, although he would scream it, no, I refuse.
Michał Oleksiejczuk, he's gone from cold Poland to the sweaty sands of Brazil just to level up and train.
I love that.
Whereas Marc-Andre isn't really doing that stuff. The guy who was getting out of his comfort zone, challenging himself to try and level up, that's where the momentum lies. So
you're noticing that he's like more hungry for, expanding his skill set.
Exactly.
Like he's still hungry to fucking improve and progress.
And it makes sense. Michał is 30, Andre Barriel's 35 with, they got pretty similar amount of fights. But Marc-Andre's been in the UFC, the biggest freaking show for a while.
Yeah.
But I think Mikhail has leveled up his grappling enough, and he's just got powerful hands, man. Really insane hands. So I got my Polish power on this one.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm all for it. Anyone that's still, going here and far to improve themselves as a fighter shows me that they're hungry, and I'm going to back the hungry fighter all day. I think you're right. 17-10. Marc-Andre Barriault is looking like a little bit dejected and kind of he can see the exit against a Mikhail. Looks great. So let's go for that.
Let's go for that.
Then we got Jailton Almeida.
He's back, baby.
He's back.
Out of jail.
It's been a freaking... Yeah, he's been in jail a ton.
A ton of maters.
It is fake news. He wasn't in jail. Don't sue us. But he's coming off the loss of Volkov, correct?
Yeah, which some thought he should have won that one. He didn't really do much, but kind of controlled him on the ground. It was a really close fight.
He had 7 takedowns, but Alexander Volkov had 123 strikes, and Jailton had 27. So
do you remember what the scorecards were? 30 and 27, or?
I have no idea. I don't remember the scorecards, unfortunately, but I do.
Where'd you get the info from?
I'm just looking at it on the stats.
Oh, from the last fight, okay.
Yeah, so the last time they fought, there's 24 out of 27 significant strikes for Alexander Volkov and 9 out of 10 for Jailton Almeida. Almeida obviously had those 7 takedowns. Didn't win him the fight, but we move on. He's versing Rizvan, dude. Rizvan Guniev.
He's got so much riz.
Yeah, he's got charisma out the wazoo. 33 versus 34, and you've got a big reach advantage on Jailton Almeida. He's 200.7 centimeters against, say, 193 centimeters.
But the thing is, he won't really use it, right?
He doesn't.
The only way he'll use, maybe, I don't even know if he kicks that much, but it's ironic because he's going to be trying to close the distance rather than keep it. So
that's what I was, the point I was trying to make before is like, you've got these guys that have this amazing reach and they don't utilize it the way that, I don't know.
They could.
They could, yeah. But what do I know? I'm not in the UFC, so I'm just a man with long arms. What are your thoughts on this, Johnny? I think it's going to be interesting for Jailton Almeida with the comeback, going against someone who has only fought once in the UFC, and it was against Curtis Blades, and he went to a decision.
And it was a close one. That one I remember. I think it was split, but a lot of people thought Kuniev won that one. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing really stood out to me too much, but to me, it's always impressive when a big heavyweight can. You don't have many like heavyweight grapplers, man. Only really Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
Right. We saw Taliesin take him down in the first round, tied to Ivasa.
Yeah.
And then he was gassed. So the fact that Jailton can keep shooting to me is super impressive. And on that note, that's the reason I'm probably leaning towards Jailton Almeida.
Yeah, I've always kind of liked watching Jailton Almeida fight. I think he's always been someone that's like, I felt is on the cusp of like a real standout performance. And I don't know too much about Rizvan, so for that, I'm going to go Jailton Almeida via redemption arc and put his name back in the heavyweight conversation because we all know, you, us, we know that the heavyweight division is fucking abysmal. Of course, we've got Tommy Aspinall. Of course, we could have Pereira. Of course, we could have John Jones. But outside of that, what the fuck do we have? We've got blob versus blob every time. You are a professional fighter and you fucking sit down and have to be picked up by your corner. It's not a good look. As much as I love both those fighters, I'm excited for them. But like from a professional standpoint, the fucking heavyweight division sucks. So give me a Jailton Almeida to spice things up a bit.
Well, there's not that many big people out there as well, right? So it's like
they're few and far in between.
Less of a sample size to choose from.
Yeah, 100%. But I agree with you, Jailton Almeida. How do you reckon he does it? You reckon he finishes him or chokes him out? Why do you think he takes him out via strikes or via submission?
No, I think if he takes him out, it'll be via sub. But I haven't even seen Rizvan's ground game, you know. So,
you have to check his grappling.
Yeah, we'll see this weekend. But the next one, get your freaking gooches out.
Oh, shit.
Because we got Kyoji, the next champ, Horiguchi. against
Gooch is out for the Horries.
for those. And then you got Amir. What the hell is going on with this guy?
Amir
Albazi?
fucking Chihuahua Albazi.
Is
Yeah,
he-
he's like,
Is he a yapper?
he's a yapper of note. I could be wrong, but I swear he's a yapper.
I thought he was quite a respectful guy, but
True. Maybe I got him confused. There's a lot of yappers, and they're all short guy.
you're thinking of Manuel Cap maybe.
Oh, no, I'll never forget that guy's name. Fucking wanker.
But about Albazi has just had like a lot of shit going on, man. He's had like intense back surgery, thought of retiring. So when things like that happen, I mean, to be fair, we had the same story about Malkoon last weekend.
Yeah,
he had
we
back
did.
surgery. But I mean, that was a bit of a weird freak thing that happened with Torres Finney with his calf. But anyway, it just goes to show Malkoon came back and he got a win. So just because someone is having those thoughts and stuff doesn't mean it's necessarily over for them.
Yeah. Then you find your love again, right? There's a lot of people that need to kind of step away to...
Is it a love or it's a physical thing, man? If he needs back surgery and constant...
Yeah, but I mean the like of, I may not be in the sport anymore to them wanting to come back. I think...
Go through the...
Like you always say,
arguments.
the distance makes the heart grow fonder. And I think that's the same with like competing. But Albazi's no scrub, right? He has a resume, whether it's win or loss, he's a big resume.
High-level guys.
He's got Kai France, which was 2023. Brandon Marino, 2024. He was supposed to fight Tatsuro Taira in 2025. And now he is fighting the Lord and Savior Goochman himself. So we get to see, is Albazi still about it?
Yeah.
Are you backing your boy? You're backing the Gooch.
Who's my boy?
Sorry, your boy's the Gooch.
Oh, yeah.
Are you backing your Gooch or are you backing Admir?
Man, to be honest, I haven't even seen Albazi fight. But just based on his
Adversity.
Yeah, and like the level of competition, man. He's fought the best of the best. Kai France, Brandon Moreno. But Kyoji Horiguchi, a funny backstory on this guy. He was the guy that got last second armbarred by Demetrius Johnson for a title. So he has actually
brush shoulders with the GOAT.
He's been in the UFC and he's fought the top. So it's really impressive how now he's come back.
4 minutes 59, round 5, 2015 against Demetrius Johnson.
Pretty crazy that who would have thought that because if he gets this win, he's going on a title run.
100%.
A title run 11 years.
In the making, dude. Yeah, so he made his debut in 2013, dude.
So it's a crazy story. He put on a great performance against Nurmagomedov. So I think that like, hey man, if this is one last chance if you want it. So he's going to be gunning for it. And he's a funny personality. He called out his teammate who was the champion at the time, Alexandre Pantoja at the time. He's like, I'm going to beat your ass.
Oh, I love that.
And his whole gym, apparently, like they were all laughing and loving it. So that's a really interesting dynamic.
It could have been like they joke about it in the gym and then he actually put that on the main stage. So we don't really know the
Yeah, and it makes sense. It's like probably everyone at ATT is like, it's such any big gym, man, we're probably going to end up fighting each other. And a lot of them do.
Well, that's what.
They've already done that last year. So
to touch back into the Robert Whittaker comment, they were talking about the light heavyweight division and like if they're going to fight. And Ariel mentioned that he was going to fight, like he was listing off opponents, and Whittaker's basically like, oh, I need to be careful because I'm training with some of them now. So I think they mentioned not Fluffy because Fluffy's middleweight. I don't know who they mentioned. Anyway, it was a dumb point. We'll continue.
Main event.
Cut it. I'm cutting that.
No worries, bro. No worries.
I forgot his name.
We got the main event now.
Main event of this
Super
evening.
Mario Bautista bomb against, man, this guy's got a beautiful first and last name, Vinicius Oliveira.
It flows off the tongue very nice. Vinicius really flows off the tongue.
It also
nicely.
sounds like it was a vampire from the Middle Ages too, right?
Yeah.
Vinicius.
I am Vinicius. I am Vinicius. I went Sesame Street.
That was good. but we
If you're only listening, you have to go on YouTube and look.
But this is, I like that though, because now we're painting these fun characters like this fucking vampire, Vinicius Oliveira, against freaking Super Mario Batista.
Vampire Vinicius rolls really nicely off the tongue.
I don't know what his fighter name is, but it should be that.
I can't wait to Photoshop it.
They only have 3 losses, each of them, which is pretty good. So pretty cool records, but very contrasting styles. Because Vinicius is this finisher, heavy hitter, whereas Mario Bautista is this like cardio machine, volume.
Yeah.
So another classic of like, is the volume going to win or is he going to get knocked out before the volume can take effect?
Yeah, it's like...
And weather.
It was funny because Mario Bautista was the first one to shut out the Patchy Mix train. And this is going to be the last episode you hear us mention this guy's name. So I apologize, but he's just involved in the topic of conversation. Mario Bautista was the first one to be like, oh, you want to come fight in the UFC? And he outvetted him by doing exactly what you said. His patience, picking him apart, his cardio. He is the full package, in my opinion, for someone in bantamweight. I think it was the best matchup for someone like a newcomer, because if you can't dance with a Mario Bautista, then you're fucked in the bantamweight division.
Yeah, but Mario Bautista has been looking good even in his recent loss against Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, I agree.
Nearly knocked him out with that kick. That was insane.
Honestly,
Honestly,
that had me like this.
yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't like Mario Bautista after the Jose Aldo fight because he just like held him against the cage and just made excuses
And ran
stuff.
away and shit. And then acted like he fucking bashed him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I think he got a lot of haters after that fight. And then the Patchy Mix fight was also like, yeah, you beat him, but still we don't like you.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Umar fight that went, okay,
This guy's...
yeah, he's actually
Got something.
Yeah, he's actually like not just having boring fights. You know?
Yeah,
that was
I
an
agree.
interesting fight. So yeah, man, I'm very excited for this contest.
Hell yeah. Well, I am going to always lock in the aggressive striker, so we'll see what happens. That's just the style of fights that I like.
Going
But
with Vinny Olives on this one.
yeah, I'm going with freaking Vampire Vinicius Oliveira.
Nice.
All right, man. Another episode in the bank. If you guys have made it this far, I'm not going to beg for your friggin' support, but you know where the buttons are. If you liked it, let us know. If you hated it, let us know. Follow us on all socials. Combat Comrades, baby.
Adios. Let's go for that.
Hell yeah.
Combat comrades.
Combat Comrades.
The combat comrades. Let's go for that.
I think that's the